You're good.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, Santa got very sick at Christmas and couldn't deliver all the gifts to children all over the world. So he called upon his top elf, Crossy. Let me tell you the story of how Crossy saved one Christmas long ago. First of all, Crossy was not a cross elf at all. Actually, he was a rather happy elf. That's why he was in charge of all the elves. Santa told Crossy he needed to deliver the gifts this year and he should take Lefty the elf with him. Being a good elf that Crossy was, he took Lefty and got busy packing the sleigh right away.
I missed.
You're reading too fast. It's more slow.
Right before it was time to leave on Christmas Eve, Crossy and Lefty went to Santa to get last-minute directions. Santa told him you start right off by delivering in the first time zone that's at midnight. Crossy was taking notes and Lefty just nodded his head and said, "Right, Santa, got it." Lefty suggested that each elf take one sleigh and Crossy would do the left side of town, while Lefty would cross town and do the right side.
Oh, crap.
Santa thought Lefty's idea was good but might get confusing and said the reindeer know just what to do and using one sleigh would be best. At that moment, Mrs. Claus ran into the room and yelled to Santa that she thought the reindeer were getting sick. Well, at least one was. Dasher seemed to be acting crazy and didn't was to be in his harness. I think Mrs. Claus been in the eggnog. So Santa, Mrs. Claus, Crossy, and Lefty ran to the barn to check things out.
Oh my God.
Santa had a talk with Dasher and found out that Dasher felt if Santa didn't have to work, Dasher didn't have to work either. After Crossy whispered to Dasher how this trip wouldn't work without him because he knew right where to go, Christmas might be a failure this year without him, and children all over the world were depending on him. Dasher agreed he was needed to calm down and let one of the other elves put him into his harness. Crossy and Lefty finished packing up the sleigh and off they went. The reindeer knew just where to go and flew off right to the next house. One present here, one present there, and right off to the next house. One by one they delivered present after present. Right when one bag emptied, it seemed to magically fill right up again.
Right.
The elves were getting tired and night was passing quickly. Turning right at Canada and left over Mexico, they delivered one gift after the other. Lefty was beginning to get sleepy when Crossy excitedly told him only have one more time zone.
Wait a minute. Was there a crossing?
And we will be able to fly right back to the North Pole. Finishing up in Australia, with the very last gift, Crossy and Lefty headed back home to the North Pole.
Hold on. Okay.
This is where they depended on the reindeer the most. They both sat back and fell asleep. Crossy noticed that Lefty slept with one eye open and poked him on the right side to tell him to close both eyes. Crossy relaxed and fell asleep right over the Pacific Ocean, and both elves napped until landing right at the North Pole where they started from.
Right.
Santa and Mrs. Claus were there waiting for them, and they were thrilled with the job they did. One Christmas that almost wasn't. Santa was feeling better, and Crossy and Lefty were happy to help out. But Lefty and Crossy both decided this was one job that only Santa could do right. Merry Christmas, one and all. Oh, oh.
I got my present.
Lefty
I got one more gift.
Okay, here, I'll trade with you because that's not mine. All right, everybody open, see what you think. Should I open for Linda? Oh no, let her open, yeah.
Who were you a proxy for, Dad?
Oh, I can't.
right, who is John proxy for?
John is Penny, so don't open that.
All right, Penny's right out the hall.
Thanks, Taylor. No, that's not that. Oh, that's lower. Yeah, that's the one that I started.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Who's this? Mine's a one. Let me see. No.
I know, this person maybe didn't quite understand.
Well, maybe that was the reason.
Hey, what was the maybe thing?
What'd you get, Lauren? Oh, no, nice. I got chocolate.
Are you sure there's chocolate in there?
Oh, yeah. I bet that's some happy popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, Christmas lights that probably don't work.
I bet they
They really don't work. Oh, somebody was nice. Did you try your jello? All right.
No. Oh my gosh. That is funny. Very cute.
Oh, you didn't use the real thing. Well, because I didn't want to go. Well, this is cute. Somebody was nice. Were you nice?
I'm Linda Rexine, and I paint this one.
Oh, I know. And a phone.
I got a feeling that's nice. I know this is Diane Moeller's, but I was very creative. This is
That's your participant.
either you're a beer drinker or do you want a martini?
That's good.
Oh, it's a red Solo cup or do you want a martini?
I actually just can't drink both at the same time.
That's right.
That's awesome, dude.
What did you get?
Nikki gave up her gift because she didn't play. It's a keg of beer, no tapper.
I love the can of Christmas.
Do we have a drill?
What's the born on date?
Oh, it's in there. Yeah, it's inside. Yeah.
There's beer.